That's what stinks there. The funny smell you got there in the kitchen, it's not somebody's lunch from last week. It's Ann Coulter's stench. Why does she smell? It's her soul rotting. Seriously, there's something wrong with her. Somebody needs to help her, not put her on the national TV and then sit back and say, oh, well, John Imus is a racist. Yes, we understand that, but she is a manifestly insane woman. Listen to this. Listen to this exchange. Elizabeth Edwards called and tried to ask her, could you please, you want to debate issues? I'm in. But could you stop with the message, with the politics of personal attack? Can you stop attacking my I really don't even understand it. She actually tells her about, I'm the mother of the child who died that you're mocking. I mean, it's heartbreaking that the mother of the child who died was so incensed, and she does it in a very genteel manner, which does not work with her, does not work with man. Man is not living in the rational world, and for some strange reason, no one will tell her that.
I was calling, in the South when someone does something that displeases us, we want to ask them politely to stop doing it. I'd like to ask Ann Coulter if she wants to debate on issues, on positions. We certainly disagree with nearly everything she said on your show today, but it's quite another matter for these personal attacks. The things that she has said over the years, not just about John, but about other candidates, lowers our political dialogue precisely at the time that we need to raise it. So I want to use the opportunity, which I don't get much because Ann and I don't hang out with the same people, to ask her politely to stop the personal attacks.
Okay, so I made a joke, 6 months ago, and as you point out, they've been raising money off of it for 6 months since then.
This is yesterday morning, what you said about him.
I didn't say anything about him actually either time.
She didn't say it.
And that's not true. And what's more, this has been going on for some time.
And I don't mind you trying to raise money. I mean, it's better this than giving $50,000 speeches to the poor, just to use my name on the web pages. But as for a debate with me, yeah, sure.
I'm asking you politely to stop personal attacks.
How about you stop raising money on your webpage? No, you don't have to, because I don't mind.
It did not start with that. You had a column a number of years ago.
Okay, the wife of a presidential candidate is calling in asking me to stop speaking.
Let her finish the point.
You're asking me to stop speaking. Stop writing your columns. Stop writing your books.
Okay. Which made fun of the moment of Charlie Dean's death and suggested that my husband had a bumper sticker on the back of his car that said, "Ask me about my dead son." This is not legitimate political dialogue. It debases political dialogue. It drives people away from the process. We can't have a debate about issues if you're using this kind of language.
Yeah, why isn't John Edwards making this call?
Well, do you want to respond? We'll end this conversation.
I haven't talked to John about this call.
Another attempt
I'm making this call as a mother. I'm the mother of that boy who died. My children participate. These young people behind you are the age of my children. You're asking them to participate in a dialogue that's based on hatefulness and ugliness instead of on the issues. And I don't think that's serving them or this country very well.
Yeah, why didn't your husband call me? Like you're worthy of speaking to a presidential candidate and a former. John Edwards didn't make the call because Elizabeth Edwards obviously had a gut reaction to listening to you and called in and said, "Can I confront her on your show tonight?" Because I saw her on Good Morning America this morning, and by the time I got to the phone, she was gone. So I know she's going to be your guest, and she did not talk to John Edwards about this. She called as a mother. But I'll tell you why John Edwards didn't make the call, because he probably thinks you're a waste of space, time, and attention, except for the mother of that child, where this had to be addressed. This woman is nothing but a publicity hound. She makes Paris Hilton look like she's press shy. She makes Paris Hilton look like a recluse. You understand. And you know why she's been on the TV? Because her book, Godless, has been released in paperback, and it's got a new part in it where she takes shots at Monica Lewinsky's Jewishness and Hillary Clinton's fatness. That's why she's on the TV, to promote the paperback release of Godless, which is exactly what she is. Now, that said, I'm not running for anything. I'd like to kick that woman in the nuts. She's like the Dick Cheney of my gender. Do you understand? She's like partially... It's like Dick Cheney. He's partially in the executive branch, partially in the legislative branch, just like Ann Coulter is partially in the female branch and partially in the male branch. She just straddles the fence. I'm sorry. Ann Coulter straddling anything? Ew. I apologize. I'm sorry. Somebody remind me. Never use the phrase Ann Coulter straddles anything ever again. I can't believe that they keep inviting her on. I don't understand it. For an hour they had her on. For the whole entire Larry King you expect. I don't know. What is it? Why is she so against John Edwards anyway? I don't even understand that. She's attacked him mercilessly about his sexuality. She said she attacked Bill Clinton. She said Bill Clinton was gay, and then she said, well, I don't know if he is or not, but Gore. I don't know what it is with her and the sexuality of various Democrats. Does she not realize that half of her evangelical church is like ordering male prostitutes and meth? Doesn't she realize that Jeff Gannon had gone to the White House 96 times that we know about as a male gay escort? I don't even understand what her deal is. I mean, for her to claim somebody's sexuality is ambiguous or questionable. Mickey Rourke is more effeminate than Ann Coulter is. John Edwards is more feminine than Ann Coulter is. What? It's like a no-brainer. I mean, Wolf Blitzer is more feminine than Ann Coulter is. I don't understand what her fixation is. I don't know. I can't explain why they have her on the shows. I can't explain it. 47 after.